Whenever I do the 21s, it's like, bam! Next thing you know, whoop, there it is. Greetings, beautiful ones. Fran here, back with another video. So, before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll wait on you to do that. Okay. Like, comment, and let me know where you are from. Welcome to Fran's Fam. Around here, we are raising consciousness and changing mindsets, helping you live your life on purpose and intentional. If that sounds like something you're into, make sure that you stick around. Alright, so recently I've been getting a lot of questions about the difference between the 369 method and the 21s. Now, if you've been around here for some times, you know that I teach the 21s, have been teaching the 21s. A lot of you have done the 21s. And the 21s is a very powerful method that was given to me by Spirit to help you manifest quickly. I use it all the time, have always used it, and again, a lot of you have used it too. So, lately this 369 method has surfaced, which is not new, but it's just come back around as everything spiritual does, right? It just kind of keeps circulating. And this method has become popular in the manifestation community. And so a lot of people have emailed me and asked me to explain and talk about the difference. So I was not personally really familiar with the 369 method. And you guys know that your girl does not come on here and teach or talk about things she hasn't experienced or that she doesn't know anything about. So I started digging. Now, if you've been around here for some time, you know that your girl loves history and I love knowledge. Anything that stimulates my thoughts, my mind, that helps me to grow, I'm with it. So I began to look into Nikola Tesla, who is the man who created the 369 method. Now, Nikola Tesla was a scientist, he was an introvert, he was a very, very smart man. He really kind of reminds me of Albert Einstein. But back to my story. Personally, the thing that I like about this 369 method is that it's scientific. So when scientific thoughts can merge with spiritual thoughts, I get really excited because there are a lot of people who believe in science and don't believe in spirituality and vice versa. However, after digging into this, I understand why people use it to manifest, and I'm going to tell you how they do it, and I'm also going to tell you how to use the 21s once again, and you can choose which method works best for you. Now, let me talk a little bit about Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla believed that 369 was like the magic gateway to manifestation because of what the numbers symbolized. So each of these numbers, whether added or multiplied, equaled each other or themselves, right? So his scientific mind says there has to be some magic within the universe that causes manifestation to speed up when you use these numbers. Now, for me, 3 represents the Trinity, which is why I say thank you, thank you, thank you. So, 3 represents Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Now, that is why when I was given the information from my angels about the 21s, I understood it, right? Because 3 times 7 equals 21. 3 is the Trinity, 7 is completion, and it takes 21 days to create a habit or to break a habit, right? 21 days to create a cycle of movement in your life, right? Okay, all right. So, here we go. In the 21s, what you do is you pick one thing that you want to see manifest quickly in your life. We are creating worksheets and a little booklet to help you guys with that. However, I just want to tell you a little bit about it so you can start using it like ASAP. The 21s, you pick one thing that you want to see manifest in your life. You write it 7 times a day for 21 days, period. Same thing, 7 times, 21 days. And we know why, right? 7 days is completion, 21 brings the change. Okay. The wording of the 21s doesn't really need to be specific, but it does need to be in the current tense, as if you would write anything that you are creating intentions around. It needs to be in the current tense. So let me give you an example. If I was going to write something today, I would write, first of all, I am so thankful and grateful, because I'm always thankful and grateful. You can be thankful and grateful at the beginning, or you can be thankful and grateful at the end. I always choose to put it in the beginning. So I would write, I am so thankful and grateful for my amazing new partnerships that benefit everyone involved. I am so thankful. Thank you. I would write that 7 times a day for 21 days. Now, the instructions with the 21s is that you have to do it every single day consecutively for 21 days. Now, you don't have to do it at the same time. I prefer to do it in the morning because I feel like after I give my thanks and, I'm kind of in the movement of my morning and I'm feeling good, my energy is high, I'm vibrating at a higher level. So I do my work in the morning. I do my scripting in the morning. I do my Thanksgiving in the morning, my prayer journal in the morning. I do all of that before I start the busyness of the day. Because what happens is when you start the busyness of the day, what are the chances you're going to stop and do it, right? So I do it first thing in the morning, and then if I feel like it, if I'm feeling good, I'll do it again at night before I go to bed. All right, that's the basics of the 21, right? A lot of you have done it, and within 5 days you said, oh my gosh, Fran, it has come to pass. Like this has already happened. I've had it happen in 3 days before. Sometimes I've had to go all the way to 21 days and then wait a couple of days, and then the next thing you know, bam! Like boom! There it is in your lap. All right. Now let's talk about the 369 method. The 369 method is a little different. According to Nikola Tesla, you are supposed to write one thing 3 times in the morning, that same thing 7 times in the afternoon, and that same thing again 9 times, right? 9 times before you go to bed. Now, I have to tell you that when I did the 369 method, I was a little, let's see, what's the word? I was a little stressed out. Because my days get really busy because I have a full service spiritual practice, the Woo Woo Girl, and some other little businesses, right? So I have a lot of stuff happening. It was very difficult for me to find time to do it in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So what I did was I set timers, right? So I did it first thing in the morning, but for the afternoon one, I set a timer. And for the evening one, I set a timer. Now, we know that the afternoon is from noon to 6. I say 6, it's usually 5, but I say 6. Give yourself a little grace. Then in the evenings from 6 to midnight, right? Okay. So by the time I had to write it in the evening, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't want to write this. I'm tired. But then what I did was I had to change that mindset, right? Change that vibration a little bit, lit my currently manifestation candle, and I wrote it. Now, what I did was I chose to do it for 33 days. Let me tell you why I did it for 33 days. Because, again, 3 is the Trinity, right? 3 times 3. 3 times 1. All of the things that he was saying scientifically about the numbers was resonating with me spiritually. Although I like 3, 7, 21 better, just want to tell you that. That's my personal opinion. 369 is good as well. It just kind of depends on what you choose. You can do your 21s and be done with it. You just have to do it one time a day. But this, you have to make sure you're doing it 3, 6, 9 times. So I did do it. And I will tell you that by the 5th or 6th day, I started to see results in what I was asking for. For me, I am very specific about my scripting, and I'm very specific about the wording in my scripting, because I know that certain words will either bring you things really quickly or they're going to repel things from you. You have to be really mindful about what your intentions are and what you are writing on your paper, which is why I created the scripting course, because I felt like there were so many people that was doing all the scripting and wasn't having any luck with the scripting. But it's your wording. You have to be mindful of what it is you are calling into your life and how you want to call it in. So what I did was I used the wording that I used in my 21s in my 369, right? Not the same, I wasn't manifesting the same things, but the wording that I used in the scripting course, I used in the 369s. And by the 5th day, I started to kind of see things drizzle in, right? Let me say this. I believe that spirituality and science are married, just like I believe that Christianity and science are married. I believe spirituality and Christianity are married. I believe that all of these things can coexist. I don't feel like you have to choose one or the other. I don't feel like you have to say, oh, I'm more scientific, so I'm going to do the Tesla version. Or I'm more spiritual or Christian oriented, so I'm going to do the 21 version. The 21s come from biblical principles. If you look at the Bible and if you look at what is written, 3 and 7 and 21 are in the Bible so many times as spiritual references. 369, I just heard about this when I was asked about the Tesla method. Doesn't mean one is better than the other. Really, it depends on what you're feeling. Personally, me, because I'm limited on time and I want to manifest things really quickly in my life, I will use the 21s any day, every day. Not just because I created it, but because it's quick and it happens very quick. The 21s, you can do that and you forget about it, right? With the 369, I kept feeling like I had to remind myself that, oh my gosh, don't forget, you gotta write later. Or, oh my God, how many times have I done it now? 3. But once I got into a routine of it, it was easier, right? But again, for me, the 21s work. They work so great because I don't have to think about it. I can do it and let it go and just know that it's done. However, I'm not going to discredit the 369 method because I saw results in that too. So really, my answer to the question of which one works best really depends on which one feels better to you. Which one resonates with you the most? And that's the thing about your spiritual growth and your manifestation journey. It's what resonates in your life. It doesn't matter what I teach or anyone else teaches. You take what you need and you leave the rest. Whenever I do the 21s, it's like, bam! Next thing you know, whoop! There it is. I've gotten what I've asked for, right? Again, I struggled with this method. I had to really refocus myself before I wrote because I did not want to write that much. I'm just going to be honest with you. But it still worked. So you have to do whatever works for you. I manifest from the principle of co-creating with God. Everything I do, that's how I feel. I want God and my heavenly staff in the midst of it. 369 is a strictly scientific method that does work. You have to do what feels good to you. Alright guys, you guys gotta let me know if you've used either one, how they've worked for you. Let's have a conversation. Let's chat about it. If you haven't used one, which one feels better to you? Which one do you think you will choose? And then I want you to let me know if you've done one or the other, what your results were. Alright? Alright guys. Thank you once again for being here. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I will talk to you soon. Peace be with you. Bye for now.